Oh, so remember how we said we had 28 vehicles? Okay, that count just changed. We now have 31. We just found an additional 3 vehicles.
Over 30 vehicles were found in this lake in Doral, and today we spoke to the group that made the initial discovery before turning it over to police.
Looking at this lake behind me, it's hard to believe, but Miami-Dade police say there are at least 20 cars in the water, and behind every car is a story decades in the making.
That's a 1989 Ford Mustang GT.
It's our job to identify, clear the vehicles, and move on.
It's late in the day.
See you later, Gators.
They're coming up, I think.
Dude, unrecognizable.
Where is your buddy?
I told him come out. He's still poking around it, looking in the frame. It's literally like a carcass of a car.
How much is buried?
Oh, the whole thing is buried. Completely buried, dude.
There he is.
Yeah.
Coming up fast.
Yeah. What a train wreck, huh?
You're still down there. I was waiting for you.
Oh, this, I mean, that's probably the worst one I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm like, what's he still doing down
It
there?
was cool. I was having a blast.
I know, I seen you going all up and in it.
There's some identifying markers on the front hood.
Yeah.
And the lights, and then there's like these little like cone-shaped things coming off the bumper.
Yeah.
I was having a blast. I thought I was.
I seen you,
like,
right?
It's like a
Going around like a
shipwreck,
fish
dude.
guy.
I was like, what's in here?
She's got tail fins.
Tail fins.
Great job.
That is the top of the tail fin. And then the round one sits right underneath it, like that. We should be able to pull part numbers to figure out what it is.
Nice.
Look at these planes.
Right here, John. Okay. That's an Acura Legacy.
Nice.
90s
Dude,
Acura Legacy.
that could be connected. This is the accident location.
It could be.
This is the accident location.
You never know.
Acura Legacy is not old.
There
What kind of car is it?
Acura Legacy.
Let me see that plate.
Do we have any cases with a Legacy?
No.
No.
But we have found 4 cars today that fit the description of vehicles we're looking for.
Less like that, dude.
Out here making stuff happen.
Well, I figured leave it there so he doesn't.
I mean, any moment now, this could be someone's missing loved one. And that's why we're doing it. Not just to dive cars, not just to have fun, not just because we like scuba diving. That's all cool perks. We're hanging out, but there's meaning to all this. And that's why we do it. We put in the effort, come out here, go on these road trips. You know, it's not easy. It's not free. But it means a lot to us. So I appreciate you guys being here, being a part of it. And as always, we're growing as a community. If you want to be a part of it, things you can do to help, subscribe, like, comment, you've heard it all. But it really does make a big difference. And the more people that start doing those things, the bigger reach we have.
License plate number 4. I gave this to Doug.
WCT
03 X-ray.
Tonight, police are working to piece together how dozens of vehicles ended up at the bottom of a murky lake in Doral.
Investigators believe the cars have been there for decades and could be tied to multiple crimes.
A blast from the past pulled out of a Doral lake by a tow truck, suspended in the air. According to police, this vintage car is believed to be one of many submerged in this body of water.
We received information from a citizen on Sunday that apparently he was diving out here and he observed what appeared to be several dozen vehicles that have been dumped in this lake.
Miami-Dade and Doral police departments, along with Miami-Dade Fire Rescue, pulled out at least 4 vehicles from this lake on 13th Terrace and Northwest 90th Avenue on Tuesday.
They seem to all be vehicles that have been submerged for quite some time. The first 2 vehicles that were pulled up have been submerged for over 20 years.
Divers worked tirelessly to locate the cars sitting at the bottom of the lake. Officials say many of these vehicles are stolen or potentially linked to fraud cases, and say the area was a hot spot for dumping cars.
So one thing I forgot to mention is on those 24 vehicles, we actually have a database that we created of all the license plates, descriptions, makes, and models. And we have still yet to go and sit down on a computer, research all these vehicles, and come up with if they're connected to anything. We do have a list of 40 cases here in the Miami area and license plates, and they have not been linked to any of those cases, but there are thousands of missing persons cases in all over the United States, and who's to say that one of these vehicles is not connected to one of those.
This area was more industrial in terms of vacant land that was built out to what you see now.
Police will now use the VIN numbers from each vehicle as a starting point for their investigations.
Law enforcement will now go back and run those VIN numbers. And it will be very interesting to see how many unsolved crimes will now be able to be closed out because of now the recovery of these individual vehicles.
Yo, pull that out. Put the covers
So
on
23 is.
Oh, good idea, John. Where's it? Here, where'd the rest of those tags go? Here. You want me to?
Police say so far there's no indication that any of the cars that were pulled from the lake are connected to any homicides, and they say they're going to continue this recovery until each car is pulled from the water.
We got a diver now.
Smash. I mean, all you're seeing is window line down the dirt.
Awesome car. Imagine that car. Listen, that car. John's Magnet is the case car. And thank you. Sod's Law, we missed it because of the road.
I like that shirt, dude. Let me see that logo on your chest. Earlier we showcased the USV, his little kayak search device.
Yes.
And
search.
Tonight, so he has a new channel called
Hilo and Sub,
underwater, above water, and tonight we're going to be doing more below water with your little submarine. Tell me about it.
Yeah. Well, it's a 5-fish V6, so it's a submersible. It's got a 100-meter tether, and it can go down to 100 meters.
Yeah.
And it's one of the only ones that has like full acrobatic, turn, twist, all this other stuff.
Awesome.
And it's really fun. So I'm going to go in. Right out here, there's supposed to be 3 cars, and I'm just going to go and kind of hug, going down and start looking for them.
You got lights and stuff on it?
Yep. There's 2,000 lumen LEDs on either side of the 4K camera.
See what it sees on shore?
Yep.
That's awesome.
And yeah, so I'll just go have some fun.